What's up, everyone? Welcome to an episode of Fools Get Clean 2 podcast, where we highlight people's comeback stories. Welcome our next guest, Nicole. How's it going, Nicole?
It's going.
So let's get right into it. So, how was your childhood growing up?
My childhood was, well, I thought it wasn't the best, but looking back on it, I feel like I maybe didn't see it the way that it really was. My dad was a cop, narcotics
No
detective
way.
for Orange PD,
Oh man.
and um, I mean, it was okay until my godmother had told me that I was adopted, and that my parents didn't want me to know because they wanted us, like me and my sister were, and so they wanted us to feel like we weren't outsiders. But something in me changed, and I just, because I knew, like, honestly, I always felt like I was inadequate and out of place. And my my mom's father, his parents were like from the Holocaust and all that, and they're straight German, and they were like blood, blood, blood. So like we wouldn't get gifts at Christmas, and I just knew like there was something wrong. So I'm Pisces and I'm curious, and
Yeah.
then I went in my dad's like a metal file cabinet, and I found my immunization, and it had a different name on it.
No way.
Yeah, so I confronted my parents, and then from that day forward, my mom was just like, I mean, now I look back and I know that like she was only doing it because she was threatened and she thought that I was looking for a replacement, but I wasn't. I just wanted answers.
So, who raised you?
My parents that adopted me.
Okay, so you had a mother or father figure in your life?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my mom was an at-home mom, and my dad was a narc detective or narcotics.
That's crazy.
I know.
So, how was school growing up for you? Elementary, junior high, and high school?
Elementary was cool. I got expelled in 6th grade. That was like my first, because I wrote a bad word on someone's shirt on the last day of school. Have a great fucking summer.
No way.
And in a black Sharpie, and they expelled me on the last day, and I was like, what the fuck?
No way.
Yeah. But after that, I had reading comprehension problems, so I would go to like Sylvan Learning Center, and I hated school after that. I mean, it sounds petty, but like
Yeah.
I just was so unmotivated. But I would get like C's, D's. You know what I mean? I did like the least to pass.
Did you have problems making friends?
No, I didn't have problems making friends, but I always compared myself to everybody else. So I've always had problems thinking that I was, not as pretty as somebody else or not enough. And it really takes a toll on a kid when you're always like feeling like you're never going to be adequate.
Yeah, for sure.
And I always felt fat. My brothers used to call me like Tugboat and Earthquake.
No way.
And they would tell me like, you're so flat, the walls are jealous.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't think that it was going to like,
yeah, ever change.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I didn't realize how much of an effect it had on me.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah.
How was junior high for you?
Junior high was, I mean, as far as schooling, I mean, honestly, I hated school. I really did. I didn't like doing the homework. I didn't like going. I was ditching all the time. But my sister, she was track queen and, cross country and all that. But we both had like ADHD, and they put her on Ritalin and Cylert, and it fucked her up.
No
so
way.
I refused. I would not take that shit.
How did you cope with that?
I didn't. I just went about my day being a squirrel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just, for whatever reason, I've never, even before all this shit's come out with the pharmacy or the pharmaceuticals and all that, like, I have never trusted medicine. I've never, like, all I've seen with people is that they put them on one med, then the next thing you know, they're on 10 different meds. And I don't know. I didn't want to do it.
Sorry to backtrack, but so did you ever find out who your real parents were?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you remember, there was something called 1-800 US Search.
No.
It was like an advertisement on like a commercial on TV. And so when I was 19, I had so I got married when I was 17 to get out of the house. At 19, I had my son, and I was like, you know what? I want to know where the fuck I came from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What do I have? What health problems am I going to have? Like, does my mom have big boobs? You know, things like that. Yeah. And so I went on 1-800 US Search, and I found her parents, my biological grandparents, and me and my husband and my son drove out to it's called Bieber, California. It's up by Mount Shasta.
Okay.
And it was Christmas Eve, and we broke down on the freeway in the middle of the freeway at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
No way.
Sitting ducks. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But we ended up, once we got there, we walked in and they were drunk, like shit-faced drunk. One had my grandpa, I guess, had a bottle of Crown Royal, like almost done. And she had like a 64-ounce big gulp full of straight vodka.
No way.
Yeah. And they were laughing about how my biological uncle, who he was a fireman, and they were watching his 2-year-old son, and the 2-year-old, because they were so drunk, the 2-year-old climbed up on the dresser, and the dresser fell over on him and killed him.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah. And they were laughing about it. And they were like, yeah, and your uncle couldn't handle it. So he started doing meth, and he ended up having a heart attack and dying.
No way.
And I was like, I looked at my husband, we're like, we need to get the fuck out of here. But then my birth mom, hit me up like 2 days later, and God.
So how did you guys rekindle? Did you guys meet?
Yeah, we met. The next day she came to our apartment, and back then we didn't leave like the doors. It was on Tussin and Catella. We didn't leave the doors locked. There was no reason to. And this woman just comes waltzing in, and I'm like, I didn't even know what she looked like, so I didn't know who the hell she was. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, I'm your mom and I'm here. Where the fuck are your bowls at? And I'm like, what? And she's like, I want to eat my fucking Rice Krispies. No. She had a box of cornflakes in her hand.
No way.
And so I'm all there in the kitchen. A hi would be nice. I'm assuming you're Deborah, because her name was Deborah. And she just sat down and started eating her cereal. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, I'm eating my fucking Rice Krispies. Leave me alone. And I was like, and I'm looking at the bowl, and I'm like seeing the cornflakes, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. This is all bad.
Yeah.
And the next day she came and kidnapped my son.
No way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I chased her, but.
What about your dad?
I called him. I got his phone number from her, and I called him, and he said he wanted nothing to do with me.
No way.
Mm-hmm. He said, your mom's a whore. I don't even know if you guys are mine. And I'm like, well, I've seen pictures of you, and you and I look exactly alike, but it's okay, because I have a dad. I just want to know if there's any health issues or anything that you want to tell me, and then I'll let you go. And he was like, there ain't shit I want to tell you. And he hung up. And I was like, okay.
So did that trigger you to start using or drinking, or did you use or drink before that?
I went to beauty school when I was 16, and everybody in that industry snorts.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was at Colleen O'Hara's Beauty Academy in Orange Circle.
Yeah.
And this girl and this guy were in the locker room. They were doing a line. And out of curiosity, I did it. And I was just like, what the fuck?
Was it coke or speed?
It was meth. Then it was like crank.
Yeah, peanut butter crank. Yeah.
But I remember just not liking the way I felt on it, and I didn't do it again until after I had my son. It was 240 pounds, and I was working at a telemarketing agency, of course.
When did you have your son? What year?
I had him, it was October 4th of 96.
How old were you back then?
19.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was that before you met your family, or after you met your family? Your biological family?
Oh, no. So my son was 9 months when I met my biological family.
Way.
Yeah. He was 9 months, because when she kidnapped him, I was chasing. I heard him crying, and I got up, and he wasn't in his crib. So immediately I ran out the door with the keys, and I saw her leaving with him, standing in the back, and he was crying. And I followed her all the way to Southgate.
No way.
And when she finally stopped, she's like, "What? We're just going to Disneyland."
No way.
Yeah. I was like, "Get the fuck away from me. Stay away from my son, or I'll fucking stab you."
He wasn't even a year yet, was he?
No.
That's crazy.
He was 9 months.
No way.
Yeah.
So what did the progression of your addiction look like?
Well, I mean, there was the one try at the Beauty Academy, and then so once I had my son, I was 240 pounds. It had been a couple years before I started like using, because I was working at a telemarketing firm, and I ran into this girl who I had gone to high school with, and she lost like a shit ton of weight. And I was like, "Dude, how did you lose all that weight? Like, what the fuck?" And she's like, "Here, try this."
No way.
And she handed me a meth pipe. So I went into the bathroom and at work, and I started smoking it, and it was from then on, it was just
love at first sight.
It was love at first sight. I don't know why it was so different. Like, if it was because the frame of mind I was in or whatnot, from when I did it in beauty school to when I did it then, or maybe because it was the smoking instead of the
snorting. Yeah.
But it was kind of weird because at first I felt focused. I felt focused. I wasn't hungry. I ended up losing I think it was like almost 80 pounds in 6 months.
No way.
That was a pink biker dope then.
Yeah.
Or no, actually it wasn't. It was that shit that would turn black. It was the crank. Okay. It was a nasty shit. I had to breathe out of a paper bag.
No way.
Yeah. But I just started like fucking up bad because I wouldn't put it down. And at first it was making me focus, but then I wanted more and more and more. And I was like, damn, I'm losing a lot of weight. I better smoke some more.
No way. Did your husband or anybody know what you were using, or what was?
He knew something was up, but I was like, I would pretend to be asleep at night.
No, that's the worst.
Dude, that isn't it?
Pretending to be asleep and you're tweaking.
Buzzkill. Yeah. Like, and it's so hard to just like
stay still.
Yeah.
Like you're aware of every little movement you're doing, and you try to be careful.
Yeah. And he'd wake up and be like, "Why is your heart beating so fast?" I'd be like, I don't know, because I'm just excited. But yeah, he really had no clue. There were signs, but I mean, I would like get him to fall asleep, and then I would take the car and go to like Valley View and Pico, and like I'd pick up my friend Kim, and we would just go be out on the streets. And there were so many times that I could have gotten arrested for doing the dumbest shit, and I didn't. And I was like, fuck. Oh, I'm just going to ride this one out until it happens.
Yeah. So did you ever get incarcerated because of your drug use? Or?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So when was the first time you got arrested?
The first time I got arrested was, it was when I was cashing a check. Or no, actually, it was when I was in Nordstrom's stealing clothes. I had been going and been getting away with it, so I got real comfortable, and I would go in and I'd go in the dressing room or whatnot, and I'd start putting shit on and stuffing shit in my bag. And when I got arrested, they're like, we've been watching you for months.
No way.
You go the same exact route every fucking time.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. But yeah, that was the first time. Did
you get taken to the county or to the station?
Yeah, I went to the main.
So how was your experience, your first time being locked up? Were you scared? Was it nerve-wracking?
Yeah, I was, they had me in, so because my dad was a cop, they were like, oh, you need protection. And I'm like, I don't fucking need protection. Like, what the fuck? And they're like, well, we're going to put you in IRC. So I went to IRC, and that shit was like,
locked down, huh?
Yeah. This girl was giving me her, what is that, Thorazine or Tramadol or something to make her sleep. And that's the only way that I could pass the time. So I was just doing that. But I was miserable. I was only there for like maybe like 30, 45 days at the most. But and it ended up being for petty theft. I'm like thinking about it like now, petty theft, that ain't shit.
Yeah. So was that the only time you got arrested, or?
No.
How many other times did you get incarcerated?
I got incarcerated probably 5 or 6 other times. The last one I signed for 16 months. And see, I used to go to the airports and steal luggage, go to the
No
Home
way.
Depots with a Jack in the Box receipt and walk out with like a 9-foot Milwaukee toolbox full of power tools, thinking I was slick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would do some dumbass shit, but I got a lot of counterfeiting because we would make money because my ex was in, you know, he was well connected, and so they were making money, and I was the dumbass that was like, oh, I'll exchange them. I'll exchange your $100 bills. And we go to Ontario Mills Mall, and I would get something for like $2, but my dumbass would keep the receipt.
No way.
I kept the receipts, yeah. After like the 6th store I went to at Ontario Mills, they have their own police station downstairs.
No way.
And they have the Secret Service there. Yeah, it was a trip. But yeah, they got me there. And
so those 16 months, did you go to prison?
no, I actually, because it's considered Riverside County, they, thank God, Fed kicks.
What does that mean?
A Fed kick. So federal law states that if they do not have enough room to house everybody, people with the lesser, like without violent crimes or whatever, get booted. Time served.
Oh crap.
So that like was my whole like, oh, I'm gonna just start doing crime in Riverside County then.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it just started a whole nother like, but yeah, and I mean, I've been incarcerated for a lot of things. I thank God I never went to prison.
Is there anything that sticks out to you during one of your times being incarcerated, like something that you remember till this day?
How confused the world is, because when I went to Banning, they shipped me to Banning. The first thing that happened was when I walked in after they booked me in. This can I say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This black girl with a mohawk and a white swastika tattooed on her face.
No way.
Pushed me up against the wall, and she's like, "Where's your shit at?" And I'm like, "I fucking did it all. Why do you think I'm here?" And she's like, "I know you've got shit on you, white girl." And I'm like, "All I know is you're fucking confused." And she's like, "Are you trying to fuck with me?" And I was like, "No, I'm just really fucking baffled right now. Like, do you know you have a swastika tattooed on your face?" And she's like, I'm gonna start this shit with you, white girl. And I was just like, what? I'm sorry, I'm just so confused right now. She's like, "Get the fuck out of my face before I fuck it up."
Was it a cop or an inmate?
No, an inmate.
Oh shit.
Yeah. She had a full-on mohawk.
No
like
way.
It was like a foot high.
Yeah.
And she was dark, like super dark.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was just, yeah. I mean, honestly, like there's a lot of I think for the women it's not really about politics, you know what I mean? It's more about like
relationships
and like faking the control, or like having to like appear like you're in charge. I don't know. But it was very different. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
I knew that.
What was your lowest point when you were out there?
Which one?
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. So when did you know you had to change something, or something wasn't going to be right? When was the time for you to change?
The first time?
No, like when you decided to like change and get your life back on track.
For good, right?
Yeah.
This last time? Okay. So I was engaged to this guy, Buddha, and we were living in a house in Placentia, and he was dying of cancer. Like they told him that he had 6 months left to live. I'd already been taking care of him, but his grandma had a lot of money, and let's just say him and his uncles did some shit. They basically knew she was addicted to, or not addicted, allergic to morphine. And she was sick. She wasn't like dying yet, but she was sick, and they called the nurse out to give her morphine because she was in pain. And so as they're stripping her of her gold, she dies. Well, he knew they were going to do something. He didn't know exactly what it was, but he told me, he's like, as soon as that money hits the bank, I'm going to die. Like, I'm never going to see it. And I was like, why? And he's like, the guilt. Well, next thing I know, the money hits the bank 3 minutes later. He has a brain aneurysm right in front of me. He turns into a vegetable.
No way.
220 over 240 was his blood pressure.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Karma.
Yeah.
Karma is a fucked up thing, but we also manifest a lot.
Yeah.
So he kept saying he was going to die. He kept saying it over and over again. But that right there was super traumatizing for me. It wasn't where I ended, but it's where I first knew that I needed to do something different. My life to change, because I had my son and my daughter. My son was older. He's 11 years older than my daughter, so he was already like good, but I still wanted a relationship with him. And then my daughter, she had gotten taken away from me by her dad, and I was just like, I needed to have that back, you know what I mean? And I knew that continuing to do this shit wasn't going to get me that at all. But it was really hard because as soon as he passed away, the money, so he was going to get like 9 million out of that. And he put me and my kids in the will. I was to get 33%. My kids were going to share 33%. His daughter was going to get 33%. And then his ex-wife for 1%.
No way.
Yeah, for all the effort she didn't make in the relationship or whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, he was in a coma. Me and my daughter were camping out at the hospital for a week. His vitals were really good. As soon as we left, they'd go down. My daughter would sing to him. They said he was brain dead. And then he started crying because my daughter started singing this song called Broken Vessels by Hillsong. It's like a Christian song. And he squeezed our hands, and then his like tears came down. And the doctor comes in, and they're like, they told my daughter, it's just reflexes. It's he's brain dead. He's not actually like feeling you. And I'm like, who the fuck are you to even say some shit like that? My daughter was like 7 years old at the time. Like, who the fuck are you to ruin this moment? Like, get the fuck out of here. But so his ex-wife got us kicked out. Well, soon to be ex-wife. There was only 4 more days before, because she wanted the money. So she had us kicked out of the hospital. She takes him back to her boyfriend's house, and 4 hours later, he's died.
No way.
Asphyxiation.
On a sandwich or something, or what was it?
No. He wasn't even. No, like I'm like she must.
So they must have
smothered him.
Oh crap.
I know in my heart. I know, like, but it was all about the money. Money changes people.
Yeah, for sure.
And when he died, I could have fought for that money, but I didn't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Because
I was like, you know what? This is bad karma for me. Yeah. I don't need that kind of karma. That wasn't my money. It wasn't like, I didn't do nothing for it to deserve it. And no. But that's when I started, I did a shot of heroin after that. I met this guy, and he gave me a shot of heroin, and he told me that it was mixed with meth. And I just remember going out. I was like, I'm shutting down. And then all of a sudden, I wake up in the shower, and there's like some guys wailing on me, and this other guy slapping me in the face. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And then they dumped me off on my mom's lawn with the gurney still tied around my arm.
No way.
Yeah. And I was sick for like 2 weeks. It was horrible. And then I was like, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm out of here. And that's when I moved to Laverne.
So you went to treatment in Laverne?
Mm-mm.
You just went out there?
I went out there.
Who'd you stay with out there?
No one. Well, so this guy that I knew from before, he knew like my story, and he was like, you know what? You need to get the fuck out of Orange County right now. Like, you need to get as far away as you can. I have a shop in Laverne. I'll find you a place. Like, I'll let you can put your name on it, whatever. Just, I want you to promise me you're going to get sober.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm fucking done. I'm ready. Like, I don't give a shit. Just help me out, and I'll show you. Like I'm going to show myself. That's the bottom line. And I fucking slept for like 12 days.
No way.
Yeah. I had gone to so many different treatments. I'd been at the Rock Center,
Yeah.
God knows how many times.
Yeah.
And I would do a shot right before I go in there and they would hate me.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah.
it's like, if you want it that bad, you're going to do it no matter where you are.
Yeah.
And I had an opportunity of a lifetime. And I took that opportunity. And it was just the best opportunity I could ever take.
So you've been clean since then?
Mm-hmm.
So how much time do you have clean?
10/4, which is my son's birthday, 2018.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what's that? 8 years?
In October, it'll be 8 years. Okay, so can I explain what happened?
Yeah.
When I was in Laverne, I started selling pallets, and people would come and they would buy stuff. Like I'd go buy those Amazon whatever pallets that had like all the saran wrap. Yeah. And you take them, break them down, and then there's all kinds of shit on it. Yeah. So I was selling those out of my garage to make my rent, because that guy wanted more. He ended up wanting more than, just helping me.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, fuck that. Like,
yeah,
let's kick rocks. So I was selling pallets, and this shaman came up to me, and he's like, I didn't really come here to buy anything. I just want to let you know that I looked at your picture, and you could help a lot of people, and you need to write a book or get into service. And I was like, what? You don't even fucking know me. And he's like, I'm a holistic healer. Like, I'm not trying to gain anything from this. I'm just telling you that you could help a lot of people. And I was like, whatever, you know what I mean? But then like I sat on it and I was like, damn, like what the fuck? That's weird that he would just randomly come up to me like,
yeah,
I should think about this. And then that's when I started working at Hope House.
Okay.
And I got my red tea, and then
Hope House in Orange County?
Mm-hmm. The one on Anaheim Boulevard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So were you traveling from Laverne all the way to Hope House?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
That's dedication right there.
Yeah. Well, luckily my hours were 3 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Oh, missed traffic going both ways.
And I only had my daughter at the time on the weekends.
Yeah.
So I beat traffic both times.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad. But I had just gotten my rad tea, and I was at first you're like an assistant counselor, I guess you could say. I started doing like the groups and stuff.
Yeah.
Facilitating and things like that. And it wasn't for me.
No?
So this is like, I fast forwarded a little bit, but I had already been clean for 4 years, and I hadn't done anything. I just stayed away from Orange County. I wasn't going to meetings. I was just staying busy.
Yeah.
Helping other people out there and doing the pallet thing. I never really started working on myself. So when I got my rad tea and I was at the Hope House, it's all men. There's like 50 men there. And I didn't realize what boundaries were or that you needed to have them. So it was really, it became really difficult because I get close to people and I'm an empath.
Yeah.
So I take on like everyone else's emotions, and like people were dying left and right. I hadn't even dealt with my fiance's death.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of work. And it was just too much. So I became chef.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I decided when the chef position came open, because I love to cook, that I would just take that position, and I loved it.
How did you learn how to cook?
Well, I got married at 17, so
oh yeah.
I was always cooking. I mean, just for us, but like it was really I had to learn quick how to cook for that many people.
Right? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, because it's the clients and staff that you cook for.
Yeah.
And you have to have it ready at certain times, and I had to do all the shopping plus all the organizing, but the clients were able to come in and help me, and that was just. And then I met Justice, my boss.
Where'd you meet her?
They would go, Mariposa would go to the Hope House like every Friday, and they would sign people up and get the guys, whatever medical needs they need. Like they most people that are in programs that have been on the streets, they don't have like a PCP.
Yeah.
They don't go to the doctor.
Yeah,
like,
no,
are you
for
kidding
sure.
me? They don't go to the dentist.
Yeah.
So they would like start doing all that, and I loved the energy she brought. I was just like, oh my god, like I need that. I need that in my life because it wasn't. It was just a whole different environment when you're stuck in one place, and then like I always wanted to do outreach.
Yeah.
Always, I've always wanted to know what it's like. So
what are you doing today?
today I'm doing well. I don't do outreach anymore, even though I'm still at Mariposa. I'm the resource specialist. Uh, I get everyone like if they're getting housed, I get them all their furniture, um, anything people need. Basically, I mean, I've always been, no matter where I'm at, it's always been about everybody else.
Yeah, service, right?
But I actually started going to do therapy for myself because I realized that like through all this and being around all these people that I needed therapy to deal with my trauma because you can't help anybody else.
Yeah, cup's empty. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the whole is it countertransference?
Oh yeah, countertransfers. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I have my daughter back. She lives with me full time. Um, I just recently started going back to meetings.
That's right.
But and you know it's crazy because last time I was doing AA and now I'm doing NA.
That's right.
And I like it.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
The treatment center I went through was AA, right? Like all the classes, all the fundamentals were all AA, right? When I started able to go to meetings on my own, because I would go to both meetings, right? I just familiarized more with the literature of Narcotics Anonymous. That's why I'm a member of Narcotics Anonymous.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird because I had a bad taste in my mouth about NA at first because I had a bad experience with somebody that did the whole 13-step thing back in the day.
Yeah.
And so I never gave it a chance. But now I came in with an open mind and I was just like, wow, like this makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
I just relate more because I was never an alcoholic. Like when I was slamming dope, I was using Sailor Jerry, but you know what I mean? Like I wasn't like, and now I'm not, I mean, we all are like the same, right? We all have an addictive personality and we're all struggling with something, but I really do like NA. I relate to it a lot.
Do you have any words of wisdom or any suggestions for our viewers that might be out there struggling? Any kind of hope?
Yeah, like one day at a time. There's a lot of people out there that you can trust. Just be willing to be vulnerable and just don't give up. Don't give up at all.
You want to plug where you work at?
I work at Mariposa Women and Family Center, and we do outreach. We help the homeless. We do medical coordination. We get them into rehabs, shelters, detoxes. We also work in the courts. Our access program is helping people get out of jail and get into treatment and get their lives back. A lot of them have been getting housing. So it's not it's not your typical program. It's much more in depth, and they don't hand you off to anybody else. They walk through you or through with you the entire way there. So, I mean, I love Mariposa.
How do they find you or get in contact with Mariposa?
They can call the number, the 714-547-6494, and just let them know what you need.
Where are you guys located at?
We're in Orange. We also have an office in San Juan, but that's like our therapy only office, I think. But yeah, we're in Orange off of Orangewood and Eckhoff. But we do all like anyone who has Medi-Cal. If they don't have Medi-Cal, then we can get them their Medi-Cal, all their birth certificates, IDs, anything. We pretty much do everything. Anything, and if we can't, then we'll find somebody too that can help them.
Yeah, you guys are an awesome resource for sure.
Yeah, we've helped a lot of people. We've helped over 45,000 people in the last 10, 15 years. I think. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but
yeah, I mean, that's still a lot. You know what I mean? For
yeah.
sure. All right, well, thank you for coming on and sharing your story. I appreciate you.
Thanks.
And remember, guys, change is possible. Redemption. Fools get clean too. What's your comeback story?